Thank you for being here today. To tell you a bit about Dubai and where we are today. As we all know that the industry started basically back in 1966 when the first oil field was discovered in the city of Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. Of course, the development has grown after that. If you look at the chart over here below, it shows you the indication of the non-oil sector and also the oil sector. By the millennium, the first, free zone dedicated to 5 different clusters was established. And in 2000, we have announced the first project under TCOM Investments, which is the Dubai Internet City. This was the first ICT cluster free zone that ever established in Middle East or North Africa. And this is all was basically defined by the Dubai government to follow the Dubai strategic plan for 2015. As we went ahead, the growth of the ICT cluster under TCOM has led to 4 other clusters as well. All these 5 clusters basically fall under TCOM Investments. They basically are divided into 10 to 11 business parks under TCOM scattered all over Dubai. However, I will be focusing more on the media cluster and what has media cluster has done to grow the industry. As many of you know today that Dubai Media City was established back in 2000. This was the first media-free zone in the Middle East and North Africa, focusing on attracting and developing the media industry. Dubai Media City project basically have led to 2 other new cities which later on were born to focus on the development in the industry. The International Media Production Zone was an idea that came up in 2003, which is operational today, focusing more on the print and media production and packaging. This has been a very successful project. Following that, many of our business partners demanded on further development of the infrastructure to support their logistics industry when it comes to production. So in 2005, we have announced Dubai Studio City, which is operational as well today, focusing more on the media and motion picture production as well. Dubai Studio City project was announced in 2005, as we said, over 22 million square feet of a plot designed basically to focus on the development of the film, TV, radio production and broadcast industries. Dubai Studio City is a home to about 120 TV channels and over 160 production companies in between Media City and Studio City in development and operations. Being in a free zone, it got by itself many benefits. Of course, one of the major benefits are a tax-free zone, so there is no income tax in the free zone, as well as 100% ownership. So if it's a foreign company or it's a local company or any company from any part of the world can operate at 100% ownership. One of our latest projects that recently came into live, which is the sound stages. This is the first, or I would say the largest sound stage developed in UAE, and I would say one of the latest in the Middle East. The current size that we have operation is a 15,000 square feet sound stage, of course designed by a well-known studio designer from Anaheim, California, Bastian Associates. This studio is one of our first projects. However, we have 2 more in pipeline, and we're expecting it to be delivered mid next year, 2013, and end of 2013. Location approval services. So what we did is we played a big role on getting these government departments who today play a big role on giving us this permission or making it easy for us to support the industry. The past, I would say before any time prior to 2005, if you wanted to shoot basically, let's say in front of this hotel, you had to pass through maybe 5 to 7 government departments, versus today you just do it through one government department, or it's not a government, basically it's a department that sits in a Studio City, and we liaison with all others to get you a permit within 72 hours. Giving you some statistics, starting from 2008 till about end of 2011, we have managed to attract about 215 films to Dubai from all over the world, being Hollywood or being Bollywood, China, UAE, and the region as well. Definitely commercials has taken the largest, I would say, portion of the chart here by having over 1,400 commercials shot in Dubai. The film has attracted over 250 million dirham on spent in Dubai. And when I say spent, this is not a revenue that is made by Studio City or by us. This is a money that has been spent overall in Dubai. And this is an actual number that has been picked up from the applications that has been submitted by all these production companies. Top countries that really used our locations is Bollywood. Of course, they love Dubai as a city. And as well recently the Hollywood and also the Chinese market. The highest budget, of course, for Dubai was Mission Impossible, which was shot back in 2010. Right after Mission Impossible, we managed to go into discussion with a very large Chinese production, which took place actually early this year. An estimated budget of that movie was about $20 million, which as well was spent in Dubai's market. Challenges and opportunities. We're working on with many private sectors and as well government sectors on managing the cost of productions. In many occasions, we were able to sit with production companies to review their budget, to study their budget and see where are the areas that we can help on reducing it by 10 to 15 to 20% in some cases as well. Human capital and talent. I don't think so we could have an industry unless we develop our local talents. And this is really going to come from you. It's going to come from the production companies, from the producers, directors who are going to come here, teach our citizens, teach our residents in Dubai, get them educated, get them involved, such as Mission Impossible. There was over 150 crew members locally plus from the region who came to Dubai and worked with this international team. Permit approval process, we are working very close with our business partners in the free zone in the past months, and to develop new programs on shortened timeline, even to bring it down from 4 or 5 days to even 1 day. And as well, we're getting a lot of help from the local authorities for future developments, and as well as maybe funding or maybe any type of incentives, being a soft dollar, and as well as added value, which it comes from, I would say, private investors or local traders in Dubai as well. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.